fucking licorice and mints and fucking butterscotch
You
candy.
can overdose on licorice.
Huh?
Licorice will kill you. You have
Candy
to
will
eat
kill you.
like a lot. No, but it's like actually poisonous. You have
What,
to
you
eat
just-
a whole bunch, but you can die from eating too much licorice.
Really?
That's a fact.
Probably like plastic. Yeah,
I
plastic
think
is-
black licorice is even worse.
Wow.
I didn't make the rules.
Wow.
I'm not the one
Wow.
who's dying.
I think it's the white licorice.
There's
that
no
has
such
a lot
thing.
of-
Otherwise, I'd agree.
I think it's the white licorice that has a lot of sugar and gives kids diabetes, but you never hear that in the news.
Up to the sky and wonder at our place in the stars.
It's a robot. Man, she's a goddamn robot.
My motto is, if you want to win the lottery, you have to make the money to buy a ticket.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Movie House Next Door. I'm Sherrod.
And I'm Noah.
I'm Justin.
You got Sean over there on the sound. For the whole month of October, just to get ready for spooky season.
We're doing Christmas movies.
A Nightmare Before Christmas.
We're gonna try to bring you guys a little bit of terror and horror and suspense and all that jazz. So we're gonna kick it off with a movie Justin suggested, Trick or Treat, 2007.
Oh, and I did watch it. Like like I did watch it beforehand. Like I've seen it. And while I was rewatching, I was like, okay, I'm remembering some of this now.
Man, this was interesting one. You kind of, like, I guess like every horror movie, you kind of don't know what you're getting into. I will say this: the beginning scene was fucking hilarious to me. And first of all, what type of person takes down Halloween decorations
The Halloween night.
the same night? I was like, what? I would have been like, no, let's go to bed. We're going to bed right now.
Well, he wasn't trying to go to bed.
Well, that dude.
He's something else. Is he famous? Is he a famous person? Or is he just a white guy?
I have no idea.
Dude, he went upstairs and jerked off.
Well, I guess he was waiting for her. And then he passed out while
It
watching a
was funny.
porno.
I was dying. I was just like, this dude don't give a fuck. He just pop, and that was back when you didn't have a phone. You just popped in a tape. Like, you can get caught at any moment.
2007?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, you got Blueberry. Blackberry.
No, they didn't have fucking
That
porn
wasn't-
on it.
That
Yeah,
was
some
until,
damn
like,
razors.
2010 at least.
No, they
Yeah.
had razors.
You can watch
Yes,
porn on
you
it.
got-
You had the
razor.
original Nokia. That's
No, they had razors in 2005.
All Nokia had was Snake, the game.
Shut the fuck up.
But I guess just to give a small description of the movie we watched, it's about this Halloween night in a town.
Well, it starts off, it says Ford Horrors Tales.
Oh,
or some
yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah, go ahead.
no. I was just saying. It's like I consider it like an anthology of horror movies.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
technically, they're not anthologies. Because I was thinking that too, but by the end, they're not.
It's like anthology that like connects at the end.
So
Yeah, I love
famously not an anthology.
I would say it was a bunch of like short stories
That
in
connect.
one
That's
that
an
connected.
anthology.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
No, anthologies are stories that don't connect at all. They're just different stories.
Yeah, do your fucking research, Justin.
Gosh, Justin.
I'm looking up the Webster's
Look it up.
dictionary.
But it was fucking Rogue was in the movie. I know her. as
Oh my God,
Rogue.
Snooki.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's Snooki.
Yeah.
Or
Uh,
Sookie. Sookie, not Snooki.
I never disliked her acting ever.
This movie, she definitely fit in it.
Well, she didn't have. Yeah. I just.
Her story is like my favorite though.
Is that her real accent?
Like country?
Yeah.
I think so.
Really? Okay.
She only plays country people, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I mean. with Rogue, I was like, it makes sense, but
Ugh.
with everything, well,
Oh, were you wrong?
was it an anthology?
Oh no, anthology. It doesn't have it didn't have any specification on whether they
Oh,
connect at the end or
okay.
not. It's just a
So you
collection.
both
I mean,
were right.
technically.
Sure. For now, until I can get my phone out and Google it. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, never really liked her acting. She didn't really just say much or do much.
City
in
folks
this one.
just don't get it.
Huh?
Nothing.
Huh?
What?
No, hey. that doesn't say anything about the movies. It's just her
Yeah.
every time I see her.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Wikipedia. Trick or Treat is a 2007 American anthology horror comedy film.
It's not an anthology. It can't be.
It's
okay to be wrong.
Anthologies aren't supposed to connect.
I'll let him know when I see him.
Because that was the whole point. It was that what if
Damn.
Marvel's What If was supposed to be anthologies, and they're not
Yeah.
because they're continuing.
Yeah. You're right. Hey, you both are right. Let's calm down.
I'm angry.
Uh,
Fuck this. I'm out.
but the first, I guess, story was I just know him as the Lizard from Spider-Man.
Was that him?
Yeah, that's who.
The white guy?
Yeah, the
Principal Wilkins?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
I thought you meant the porno people.
Oh no.
Okay, I was like, what?
That he was just killing kids, poisoning
And
them.
women.
Like, damn, I was like, at this point in the movie, I'm just thinking like, okay, it's about him. This whole thing is about him. So I'm just like, okay, has a kind of semi creepy ass son too.
Daddy.
And when he almost got caught by the neighbor trying to bury the fucking
Mr. Krieg.
bury the fucking bodies, I was just like, okay, he's.
Keep your damn kid out of my yard. Who's going in your fucking yard, sir?
I was like, first of all, mind your, this is my shit over here.
Yeah.
Telling me to do what?
Well, fix it.
It's like,
It smells like a
damn.
dead whore out here.
I'm just like, I'm minding my. I would fuck it. I wouldn't be hiding. I would be just shoveling. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do? The
It's
fuck?
my property.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna cover up that peephole too.
Exactly.
Little pervert.
And
He knew exactly where to go. He knew exactly where that peephole was.
he so the fuck did. But he was all creeped out, scared, and then he went in the house, and his son came down. He was
Scared the hell out of
He was
him.
talking shit. He hates his son. He's like, God damn. this-
Daddy, can you help me carve the pumpkin?
He goes,
Daddy, can
in
we
a
go to the
fucking minute,
fair?"
all right?
It's like, but you have to be quiet. Why? I'd want to kill that damn kid.
He said, Charlie Brown's an asshole.
If I was a parent, I'd kill kids too.
That shit was fun. And that's what I thought. I thought he was about to kill his son. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
man. But that was a turning point for me. I was just like, oh, this is some other shit.
Just help me carve out the eyes.
And had that little boy's head. I was just like, okay, this is a different type of movie. I'm in. That sold me right there. And then it took me
Murdering kids sold you.
I mean, with his son, yes.
All right, I will be showing this podcast to CPS.
But
Tell them your goodbyes.
I was locked in, and then they pulled me right out. I was just like, okay. It shows these fucking kids. I was just like, what kind of fucking movie is this? I was just like, all right, new characters.
It was created very well
Yeah,
with all the different stories and
yeah.
how they replaced. I loved it.
It ties together at the end like pretty beautifully. Let me go back in the fucking the costume house or place.
For the girls.
They're in there buying costumes. I was just like, simp. That dude, he let them walk away with like
Dirty
$400 worth of costumes.
I think that was the point, yeah? You
Well,
go-
yeah, that was yeah.
Okay, well, first of all, he had to, because imagine that complaint to corporate.
What?
3 he goes like 234, 3 double D or some shit. And he goes, oh, 333. It's like, yeah, fired.
Yeah. But she was just like, meet me in 45 minutes at this place. And he was just like, okay. All right. Fucking simp. Back to the scene with the kids. Little fucking assholes.
A little girl, the little kids.
They called that. This is why I was laughing before the podcast. They called her retarded Rhonda. I fell out.
She's not retarded. She's an idiot savant.
Oh,
I love
God.
that term, idiot savant.
But I was expecting her
Sounds
to
fancy.
act more retarded.
She's not retarded. She's an idiot savant.
Okay. But that was
an idiot savant is like someone who has mental problems,
like autism,
but
pretty much kind of like autism. Yeah.
But they're like they excel in something particular that makes them like smart or something.
I think it's very rare that people are like idiot savants like that.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a damn doctor.
Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't do the statistics.
But so apparently in the movie there was this this tragic event that happened in the town where these this bus driver, I guess, got paid by their parents.
Yeah. It was a town and they all were very ableist and they hated their special ed kids pretty much.
Yeah.
So they all like, you know what, we're tired of having
Well, why are you laughing,
special
Sherrod?
we're tired of having, special needs kids. And
Slick, they had him chained. Had him chained to that damn bus.
Let's pay off the bus driver and let him solve our problem.
So retarded kids on a bus.
Oh God. Special needs.
This is the language that the movie told us. So they God damn it.
Jesus. Why are you getting your rocks off on this so hard?
Because it's funny. Parents
Oh God.
Parents paying the local bus driver to fucking kill their
the funny
retarded kids.
The funny part is not only did they like hate and neglect their children.
Oh my goodness.
But they couldn't just pay them off. They all had to come together and collect money to pay this guy off. Like you couldn't even just throw him money. You had to come together and throw like a fund. Like they all collected money. It's like, what, you throw a fundraiser or something?
That's what I'm saying. Like that had to be like a PTO meeting or something.
It's like we've got to get rid of these.
It was like 9
kids.
of them. They were fucking. They just needed Professor X, man. They just cast them out,
make them child soldiers.
But there was one that wasn't that retarded.
Stop saying that word.
Sorry,
you're gonna get us.
I'm using the language that they gave me. Mentally challenged.
Okay.
He wasn't that one because he was about to get up out of there.
Well, I mean, I think he was autistic. I mean, because he was just naming off the streets, and then once he turned the wrong turn and they went off the usual schedule, that's when he started freaking out, right?
Yeah.
Well, he got him up out of there, literally.
Well, I guess one way or another.
He drove off the cliff, and I think.
Did they ever disclose what they were gonna do? Because he wasn't gonna drive him off the cliff.
I don't know what the fuck he was about to do. To
I
be
don't know.
honest, he gave them all candy.
Oh, was he gonna poison them?
Oh,
He gave them all candy. They were chained up still, though.
they were,
chained
but
up.
he did give them all
He
candy.
did go and give them candy, yeah.
Then they didn't make it clear he was going to poison them, but
But there was a lot of other candy.
there
He was
was.
gonna sit there for hours and wait for them to eat the right.
He was
one.
gonna do that thing where you throw a brake on like the gas pedal and you just jump out the side.
Oh, maybe.
That little GTA move.
How would you even explain that though? That he took a turn.
I mean, apparently it was a whole conspiracy.
well,
with the
yeah,
town,
you're right. The town would have covered
so-
it up. Yeah, fuck.
Fair.
So in this town, I guess people put pumpkins outside of their house to pay
It's
respect
Halloween
to the dead.
tradition. It's not just in this town, Sherrod.
Well, I didn't know.
You've never seen a jack-o'-lantern before?
But hey, there's a key point. Like at the end of the movie, girl stomp out. She cut out the light in the jack-o'-lantern, and it was just like, game over.
That's what her boyfriend was telling her.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But it wasn't just that town. I mean, the whole thing about the traditions of Halloween and the warding off the spirits.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, shit, they didn't ward shit off because it turns out these fucking kids that died in a bus are alive. Well,
Or, yeah. On Halloween night.
yeah.
When the spirits walk the earth.
Yeah, I think they explained all that, like Halloween being like the night where like the veil is the thinnest between the human and the dead. And
Yeah.
And then that's why they were talking about, like, before they would lay out treats and stuff for the spirits. And then it turned into the Halloween holiday of them giving them to the kids and dressing them in costumes. Because all of that was to, like, ward off the spirits or to fend them off or something.
Okay.
And then that's why Principal Wilkins was pissed. He's like, nobody gives a fuck anymore.
Well, shit, he didn't either.
Yeah, I mean, did he kill his wife? I'd have to assume. Daddy, I wish Mommy were still alive.
You went, get your ass back in there. Mom ain't coming back.
Damn well she ain't coming
That
back.
horse right here. See
Damn.
that tree in the back?
Right. So they tried to, I guess, mentally challenge Rhonda. They try to set her up and just try to scare her. I don't know. I don't know if they tried to sacrifice her or scare her.
No, they were just trying to fuck with her. They're bullies.
That was very elaborate though for a fucking prank.
I
It
know.
was pretty elaborate.
Like, damn. And guess what? Mentally challenged Rhonda got on that elevator
She
and
said, "Joke's on you, motherfucker."
He just went up.
She was just like, with the.
It was a small elevator. There were 5 of us. Only one could fit. Somebody had to go.
Well, 3. Only 3 could go down.
She didn't want to make. She made.
And the only person I felt bad for was that guy that I guess was crushing on her.
Hell no, I ain't feel.
Nah, he was emotionally manipulating her the whole time.
You
didn't catch that? Like when he first went to go pick her up.
No, I'm the type of bitch that would have been emotionally manipulated by him. Obviously. I was like, "Aw, he's so sweet."
Hell no.
That little blonde bitch, fuck that kid.
I know. Like,
damn. She looked at him.
The ringleader.
She looked at him like before they walked off because they were like at her house. She was like, game on or like shows on or something like that.
I was just like,
and then that's when they.
Yeah, I ain't fall for it. I was like, man, get your ass up.
I was like, he's so nice.
She's already scared.
What a sweet boy. That was me.
Hell no. Hell
Jackson, no. Not him.
Not my little white baby.
So, in this town, just really don't give a fuck when a parade's going on either. Because,
not at all. I don't care if it's Halloween or not. If a bitch is running up on me screaming all bloody, I'm like, girl, what you need?
They didn't give a fuck.
It's like, she's just drunk and
she's bleeding. Got blood running down her arms. People just drunk, not giving a fuck. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
I really like the way that that scene was shot. It's like a homage to I don't remember if it was Screen or I Know What You Did Last Summer, but like it had like, the shot like overhead of like her like help is like right there, but you were never able like to reach it.
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
Okay, I got you. But apparently it looked like this vampire type dude was just roaming the streets, biting people. And people
love that for him.
And not giving a fuck.
He a freak for real.
But real talk, I mean, is he biting their jugular?
He had to be.
Like,
because they didn't even feel it. They just felt the blood.
Like, how is she getting like kissed on and he was a licker.
Yeah.
They show 2 distinct scenes of his close up of his tongue.
Ugh.
But then she just had blood all over her. I'm like, girl, you must be drunk as hell or just really neglectful of your own body.
Yeah. And you're making out with a dude that has a mask on.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's Halloween.
Well,
I was about to agree with you, but
then it
and the costume was hot.
Who's?
I'd do it too. His? Hell yeah.
It had a
So bite
vest.
me
He
anytime.
had a vest on.
It's the mask. He had the cloak. I wasn't paying attention
But
to the vest.
this movie transitions to like just different stories at different point in times. In this Halloween night.
On this Halloween night.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
I'm trying to learn how to talk.
You get one more chance.
In the middle of the movie, you kind of, well, I ain't gonna say you. I kind of just really didn't know what was going on. I was piecing stuff together here and there.
And like what part?
Just I guess in at the end of the second act, I guess when you see the couple from the beginning of the movie,
She's like, she's just drunk.
like in the parade, in the parade,
They like bump into her several
exactly.
times.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, this was before they got home.
Well, you also know that because after that scene with the girl, it says later or earlier.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention to that at all.
God damn it, Sharon.
I didn't pay attention to that at all. I just saw them. I was like, okay, this was earlier.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't see that
After
at all.
that scene where he finds his wife dead, it literally says earlier. It's a black screen with only earlier.
I
so
guess
I'm
I
not
looked
sure
down on
how
my
you
phone.
missed it.
But yeah, so you'll figure it out. If you fucking- So if you're listening and watching, you'll figure it out. You'll see it.
Eventually.
You'll get it. I took the hard way.
I
You just have to
guess.
figure it out.
Did you see all the little laters afterwards?
So
Jesus Christ.
So these women at the beginning, they kind of transition back to them.
Theirs is my favorite storyline.
There's this like, what the fuck is
I
going
loved
on?
it. It was so hot.
So we're talking about the group of women that were at the beginning of the movie
their
in the costume.
Little slutty Halloween outfits.
The
One of them's Little Bo Peep
Red Riding Hood,
and
Snow White.
and a pirate. Is she a pirate? What was the black girl?
I think she was Snow White.
Then what was the Asian girl?
don't
Suki
know.
was Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, she was Red Riding Hood.
Her blonde sister.
She was like
was
Cinderella.
No, she was Little Bo Peep. She had a
Okay,
staff.
okay. Oh. I don't really know, but
God damn.
but what I do know is that
The whole time they like make it out to seem like they're trying to find
Right.
some guys for them to fuck.
right. And because she was like, "You're a virgin, you're 22," and it's just, I was kind of like, "Damn." Lexi was watching
In
with
front
me.
of her friends?
Right. Lexi was just like, "Wow, poor baby." It was so funny. But they're out in the woods, and then you're just like, "What the fuck?" And she like captured the vampire.
Well,
that
the whole
was,
time, before that, they're at the parade.
right. Yeah,
and her
that's right.
sister's
That's right.
like, just be yourself.
Yeah.
And Suki's like, what was her name?
I'm
I'm going to keep calling her Suki. You'll know.
gonna call her Rogue.
So Rogue / Suki, she's like, well, being myself hasn't really worked out yet, has it? And they're like, it's easy, girl. Just watch us. The Asian one, the black one, go off. Or she's Filipino, something.
She's Blasian or something. Yeah,
Yeah, she's one of the darker
Yeah.
Asians. She's either Korean or Filipino. They both go off and they find the news guys.
Yeah.
And they're like, so we have this problem. We gotta go to a party, but we don't have any dates. And they're just like, hell yeah, brother. Let's get her done. And then they just dip without her.
Yeah.
Well, her sister's like, I'm sure there's extra guys there. And she's like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Like I said, a lot of transitions in this movie. I guess go to the scene in the woods. That's when I was just like, what the fuck is this fucking movie? They lure these men and just attack them. And I'm
I thought it was so fucking hot.
I mean,
The entirety of it.
I would say it's some ritual that they do this all the time. And
well, every Halloween.
yeah.
'Cause in the beginning, when they're in the dressing room, they're talking about it's a Halloween tradition. Last
Right.
year we were in Tampa, and she's like, "No, that was 2 years ago." And then the part whenever she's like, and whoever the fuck brought a girl, and she was like, "Doesn't matter. They all taste the same to me." And then it makes sense why she says it. She's not a Lebanese.
See,
Well, she might be. I don't know.
you gotta watch. Justin was right. If you don't catch everything the first time, this is a rewatchable one.
Well, I caught everything the first time.
Oh,
I guess it's just a thing called paying attention, maybe. Ever
But-
heard of it?
so she captured the vampire
The
guy
vampire.
who ends up being The-
Mr. Wilkins.
the fucking principal, and he's freaking the fuck out because he don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah,
He looks beside him. They're just dead bodies everywhere.
yeah.
And I was just like, okay, they're vampires. They're real vampires. So I'm just like, okay, they're vampires, whatever. She gets on top of them. And this one, I was like, they're not vampires at all.
Well, the black girl, she goes on him. And she's like, "It's your first time, but I like you." She
Yeah.
like, takes off his fake vampire teeth that he's been using to murder women.
Right.
She's like, "Oh, cute."
Yeah. I was just like, okay, so he's not a vampire.
Yeah.
And then they turn into this
Turn
fucking
into werewolves.
werewolves. Like,
Ugh, that scene. I'm sorry. That made me so horny. You're just watching them stretch and rip their flesh off. I was like, yes. This is so good.
I was like, you know what? And I was, you know me, I won for the CGI. It wasn't terrible. It
Yeah,
wasn't just
No,
terrible.
I don't think it is CGI.
Yeah, I
I think
didn't
it was all
Really?
shot- I
very
think it was all
CGI.
shot practical.
That was really good.
If it was CGI, those wolves, they're like it had to be because then with the wolf, it very looked like puppeteering.
Very good.
And when she's on top of him, Sookie, Rogue, she's like, "It's my first time, so just
Oh.
be patient with me."
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she bites his that scene when she looks up at the camera, it's so fucking hot. I loved it.
Well, the end of that one, I was just like, well, I don't know where the fuck we're gonna go from here. Cause Jesus fuck. And then the neighbor, the old ass man,
Mr. Keeg.
I kind of figured out who that was. Not just off the bat, just kind of like, what does he have to do with this?
Well, what did anyone have to do with it?
Well, you can say that, but like at the end of it, they everything connects except for the werewolf part. Like the
What else?
werewolf part was the only like random thing that
I
wasn't
can see that.
connected. Huh?
I can see that.
Yeah, that was the only thing that
I mean,
was.
they had to please the monster fuckers.
Well, yeah, but in this sequence, it just kind of ties the story with a bow
Yeah.
from the beginning. This old man
Old bitter man
living in his house.
looks all run down. He certainly doesn't have any visitors.
No, a little bit of guilt in his eyes. Probably guilty about something that he did, like capture a bunch of fucking retards and put them on the bus.
Oh my god! I was thinking Nom, but
So it turns out this old man was the bus driver
yes,
long ago
who they never found. No one ever knew what happened to him. But
right.
he's living in the same town.
Yeah, he apparently never goes to the fucking store. Never seen by
But he has
anybody.
a dog.
Well, yeah, he does. But I'm with you. The town probably just was like, we don't know. Yeah, just don't come
Just
out.
lay low.
We'll bring you the groceries.
DoorDash before DoorDash.
So so these the kids that were on the bus are I guess murdering everybody that doesn't pay homage or give them candy. Is that is that what you got
Well,
from it?
is that?
No,
I don't know.
the little kid with like the Sam,
Mm-hmm.
with
Is that his name, the little
sack,
pumpkin
yeah,
boy?
The pumpkin head?
he's the spirit of Sam Hain.
Of who?
Sam Hain, like Sam Hain is like the original name for Halloween. It's
Oh.
Sam Hain.
Is that why he was
Hallows
just in the
Eve
background
/
of
Halloween.
everything?
Yeah, he's like the spirit of Halloween.
I
Pretty much.
loved him.
Oh.
He was so cute.
Okay. So
And he just happened to be with those shitty kids at the beginning, but he was kind of like hiding in plain sight.
Right.
He was
there.
always
That's
he
why
was
it
always
kinda cool.
everywhere.
right. So but what I got from it is
Except for the wolf girls. He wasn't there, was he? I don't remember seeing him appear in those.
I think he
scenes.
was at the campfire,
Might have been.
like in the woods. Like he might have been chilling on a log or
It's like,
something.
I'm just a little girl chilling in the forest.
I don't remember.
so what I got from it, if you don't pay respect to the spirit of Halloween, you
Well,
die.
because that was the whole point of Halloween. Was
right.
To
So because
do all that.
the old man, when they got into the tuffle and that old man blew his fucking head off.
I loved
I was
it.
like, shit.
Well, first the old man got his shit rocked.
He did.
Got tackled and you saw it through the window.
And, oh my god, I love that. And I remembered that scene from whenever we first watched it years ago. Once they got tackled again, I was like, oh shit, I definitely remember this
Hey,
movie.
that little dude was fucking.
He was packing.
Got truck stick.
But when I thought the old man was about to just fucking die. He just took the candy. So I'm just like, okay.
Well, he was trying to stab him, I think. And because if you see, he was trying to go for the bowl
Mhm.
and the bowl fell on him. You could see the candy bar in there. So I think whenever he was trying to grab whatever was in there and the bowl fell on him, the candy just so happened to be placed on him. And then when he went to go stab him, he grabbed the candy bar and was like, thanks for the offering, bro.
Yeah.
See, and
He's like,
okay,
all you had to
so-
do was give me chalky.
and I was just
We're
like,
good.
But he walked away. I thought he was about to be like, fuck you. He walked away all slow, like, just gonna look back. It was like, all right.
I'll be back next year.
Yeah. You look, I got this Snicker bar right here.
Yeah. What was that? The fucking promo for the Snickers? Like,
Are
you
you
hungry?
About to fucking murder him.
Here, have a
Damn.
Snickers. You're not you when you're
You know what?
hungry.
They probably pitched that to Snickers and Snickers was like, nah, they just put it in a movie. That was
Yeah.
funny. That was funny. But when they wrap it up at the end, well, I want to tell you about the kids who played the prank on the little girl.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, fuck them. They got everything they deserved.
Yeah.
I guess they died.
Oh, yeah, they're dead.
Yeah, they're part
They
of
dead,
the
dead.
fucking, I don't know, dead crew.
Just stop.
That goes looking for fucking candy.
I don't
And so
think
that's where I got that from, because I was just like, because they were just like trick or treat. I was just like, if you give them shit, they're gonna leave you alone.
Yeah.
So okay,
That's why Mr. Wilkins, he didn't get anything to happen to him, because then that little Sam was behind him and he was like, oh, you didn't get anything? Like, here,
Right.
fucker, take one. Like, what are you waiting for?
and that old man gave away old people candy too. Did you see?
He had
it was
mint,
peppermint and butterscotch, and I'm just like, man, come
I
on,
fucking
man.
love butterscotch. Hell, give me all the
I don't
butterscotch
want-
you want.
I'll take
You
one,
keep
but
the
I
peppermint, but I'll
I'm-
take the butterscotch.
not on Halloween night. I mean, if it's after church or something, I'll grab a butterscotch.
You
I
think
ain't-
those kids are going to church?
No, I'm just saying, like, if an old person offer me some butterscotch, I'm gonna be like, all right, but not for Halloween. I'm like,
Well, he was an old man.
I know. That's I'm saying, like,
That's your beef with them.
because it's gonna be if I was dead, I would be like, hey, that ain't you about to die. I'm not getting no fucking.
Especially since he had that Snickers bar in his house. Like,
You know what-
you're munching on some damn candy.
You know what quality candy is. You can't just be giving away fucking licorice and mints and fucking butterscotch
You
candy.
can overdose on licorice.
Huh?
Licorice will kill you. You have
Candy
to
will
eat
kill you.
like a lot. No, but it's like actually poisonous. You have
What,
to
you
eat a
just-
whole bunch, but you can die from eating too much licorice.
Really?
That's a fact.
Probably like plastic.
I think black licorice is even worse.
Wow.
I didn't make the rules.
Wow.
I'm not the one
Wow.
who's dying.
I think it's the white licorice.
There's
that
no
has
such
a lot
thing.
of-
Otherwise, I'd agree.
I think it's the white licorice that has a lot of sugar and gives kids diabetes, but you never hear that in the news.
It's always gotta be the black. Why it gotta be black?
Y'all are stupid. But and so at the very end, it's like the very end is the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
You see the same couple from the beginning walking down.
And you see the boyfriend telling her,
Yeah.
it's tradition to leave it lit.
She said, don't give a fuck. My
Could've
mom's
saved
coming.
her whole life. And she's like, my mom's coming and she hates this stuff. Well, maybe tell your mom to come for Thanksgiving. Maybe not
Yeah,
after the day after
Right.
Halloween.
She was like, my mom's going to have a heart attack.
Well, let the bitch
Die.
die.
I'm not
But
cleaning up all this shit.
She's
I'm
gonna
drunk.
have, not only she could, that was so cringy. I'm lit, you're lit, let's go to bed. I was like, nah. Not, and now,
Even
like,
for 2007, nah. Don't say that shit. Oh,
the
shit.
fact that she's like, my mom's gonna freak out if she sees it. Bitch. The entire neighborhood. Like, is she closing her eyes
Bitch,
and only opening them at our house?
That
Like,
ain't
what's
even-
going on?
not even that. We're grown. The fuck?
Tell your mom to stay in a damn hotel.
Right. So
If she don't like it, she can pack it up her damn self.
she blows out the fucking jack-o'-lantern. And you see, what's the kid's name? Sam?
Damn.
You see him like,
He looks at the old man, looks hard at him, looks at this little candy, and he's like, this bitch gonna die.
that old man said,
He
whoop.
goes, see you later. Do your thing, boo.
He said, I ain't see shit. Oh my
He
God.
said, we already had our little tussle. we ain't doing
We
this shit
straight.
again.
We good. we good over here.
You do what you need to do.
I saw the disrespect. I watched it.
You were standing right there.
She just blew that shit out and
Like, you
kicked
see,
that damn
you see
pumpkin.
these jack-o'-lanterns around here?
Oh my God.
All 100 of them lit. Yeah, every house had like 1,000 jack-o'-lanterns outside.
They know
of
what
the-
was gonna happen. They know.
They said we had enough of this shit. We seen that little boy too many damn times.
Oh my goodness. But what would you give this movie?
2. Just kidding. No, I liked it. For comedy and storytelling and just the way that it was shot and how they timed it all, I really liked how everything was dissected. I loved that.
Yeah.
So I want to give it a 10 out of 10, but I feel like
I
I've
knew
done
you
that.
was about to fucking
I feel like I've done that for like the past 2-3 movies already. So I'm gonna give it a 9.9. 9.9.
For storytelling, it was great. I just loved the way everything was like loosely tied and just like a chef's kiss
Yeah.
at the end. The only problem I had with the movie is, I think I said it before, was just the werewolf scenes. I just
How did I know this dude was
But
gonna
no,
mention
no,
the
no.
damn CGI bullshit?
No. I'm just feel like just for the story, it was just a bunch of filler from like the real story, like of the town and the kids. Because
I mean, it ties into with
It ties
with the
Wilkins.
kids.
It ties Wilkins into, what happened to him.
Yeah.
He got what
Yeah.
was coming to him at the
Yeah.
end of it.
And also with the kids. I don't remember. I think she might have just been with the fat boy. What was his name? Cole, something like that. But anyways, in the scene before they all die,
Mhm.
you hear the wolves in the background. She's like, werewolves.
yeah,
And it's like, bitch, they're just wolves. Turns out,
yeah.
she went wrong.
But just to me, that was my only problem with the whole movie. I will give it like an 8.5. And I would highly recommend it. Like I was telling Justin before, it's like a perfect Halloween movie.
Uh-huh.
He says he watches it every Halloween. I would put this, in my like rotation movies of like Halloween movies. I would definitely watch this again.
It's a good one.
Mm-hmm. So 8.5 for me. Um, Justin, you probably I just
10 out of 10 for me.
yeah.
Tons.
Yeah, it's really good.
If you watch the beginning, like that whole like comic book like intro, it tells a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
story, like a lot of like foreshadowing in that.
Okay.
And they do it at the end too to roll out the credits.
I love that comic book style. I love when movies do that too.
Fucking nerd.
But let us know what you think. If you've seen the movie, if you haven't, just go watch it and give your score that you rate it too. Leave it in the comments.
And if you don't watch it, Sam's coming for you.
Yeah, you better give him a fucking Snickers
Heard it
bar
here first.
or something. Today I want to do something a little bit different. I want to talk to you about some more stuff.
Oh God, I was ready to go home. Just
Oh.
kidding.
But you heard any recent news about the MCU? Blade.
The MCU?
Yeah.
No, I don't follow that woke shit, bruh.
Well, no, I want to talk about this one first. Hugh Jackman, Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
What do you think? What are your thoughts? You see the trailer?
I watched that thing. I watched that video.
Oh yeah, it wasn't a trailer. It was
I watched
announcement.
Ryan Reynolds be Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
like we do in every film he's in.
Typical Ryan Reynolds fashion.
Yeah.
Like he had to have a whole fucking, dramatic.
Yeah, little thing.
But you being an X-Men fan, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be in the MCU. Or it may tie to it. I'm not really sure. I know it's
what
gonna
he
be.
says in the thing, like bringing Deadpool to the MCU, unless he's just gaslighting everyone.
I hope not. But I'm just curious. I was gonna ask you if they do, because they have been hinting towards mutants in the Marvel TV shows like Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, and
What they do in She-Hulk with the Princess Bar?
They-
I saw that.
they had, I think they had Mr. What's his name? Mr. Invulnerable, Mr. Immortal. Yeah, Mr. Immortal.
Was that in the new episode?
That was in last week's episode. of
Last
She-Hulk.
episode I watched was not Madison with the 2 N's and a Y, but it's not where you think.
That one? Okay. It
wasn't that one. I think it was the one after.
Yeah. Where he jumps out the window.
Okay, no.
Oh, okay. Well, they've been just slowly introducing quote unquote mutants in the MCU, and even in Doctor Strange. And this is the question I wanted to ask you. With the world they're setting up now, it seems like people are used to seeing people with powers. Like in She-Hulk, they have a whole like law division.
The superhero division, yeah.
Like-
or the super
Yeah, like
division, yeah.
dedicated to people with powers.
Which, honestly, not a bad idea.
Well, and this is what I wanted to ask you. With the introduction of X-Men, such a big part of their identity is, I'm not going to say the X-Men's identity, but the story in general is the general republic doesn't fuck with people with powers. They don't, So I just want to ask you, like, how do you think they're going to lay out the X-Men story when that's
I hope
such
they
a...
just do it.
Yeah, but I'm just
I hope
saying,
they
like,
just do it.
but with that being such a big part of like their story, like they've already set it up where people are already used to like.
But the whole thing with the mutants is that it's like anyone could be a mutant.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like you just
yeah,
come to puberty and shit. But I think people are making it way too difficult with this.
right.
Oh, well, maybe a multiversal thing happens and then
Right.
mutants are thrown in. It's like, or you could just make a movie.
Yeah,
That could also happen.
but
Just make a movie.
and
And you don't have to explain every tiny little minuscule thing.
right. Well,
Like, why is that something that people want so badly nowadays?
what?
just everything to be explained.
Well,
Like, just watch the movie.
well, is that too? But like I said, I just think it's a big part of their identity to be hated. Like that's
Yeah.
why they have a school of That's why Professor Xavier has a school because they can hide and learn how to control their powers.
Yeah.
But it seems in this world, like every people are okay with it. Like
Well, that's like in the comics too. I mean, everyone has superpowers, but it's like mutants specifically. Like, no one cares about superpowered Avengers or the
Right.
Fantastic Four or
Right.
Spider-Man or
right,
hell, the Hulk. How much damage does he cause?
right,
Yet if you see a mutant, it's
Mhm.
just like, fuck those muties.
right. Well,
Let's pair a bus driver off and drive him.
There's actually a storyline where after House of M, where Wanda like depowers 90% of the mutant population. There's
Mhm.
like 160 something mutants with their powers left. And they're sending some depowered mutants back home because they shouldn't be at the school anymore.
right.
So they put them all on a bus, and someone fucking explodes the
Holy
bus.
shit. Yeah, that's kind
So
of
it's funny that you mentioned that because it's happened.
wow. That's funny. Hmm.
Like, what kind of slurs are you gonna call them, Sherrod?
But yeah, that's the question I wanted to ask you because I'm just like I'm with you too. Just do it.
Just do it.
Um,
It's like, how did they have 10 films before the Fox X-Men films? No, they just did it,
yeah, you're right.
and you either know or you don't.
Yeah. And
Imagine how fucking dumb that's gonna be. Like, in the beginning, they're just like, "Oh, we're mutants and we do this, and
Yeah.
everyone hates us." Like, no, just show us, and if you're competent,
yeah,
like it's been for the past whenever filmmaking fucking happened.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I just hope they do it well. If
They
they
won't.
they
Nah, they're gonna fumble this hella hard.
they probably are
They will.
because
I have no faith.
but with Hugh Jackman, probably giving us one more
I'm over it.
role as Wolverine. I love it. I'm all for it.
I'm so over
I'm
it.
all for it. This probably is gonna be the most fan pleasing Deadpool there is.
The
Just because
second one was good.
I love the first one. I
First
love
one
both
was
of
so
them.
boring to me.
Really, they didn't have money. That
Had nothing to do with money. It was just
No.
boring ass plot.
but they didn't.
Took my ass. to
That
sleep,
was
literally.
man. They had to round up money for that to do the first one. Like that's why like at the end of it, when he was oh I forgot my guns. They were supposed to be this big shootout scene, but
Oh yeah, I think you told me
yeah,
that.
and most of that movie is it's only shot at like 3 or 4 locations because they just didn't have the budget for it.
I was just, I don't know. I mean, there are so many films with low budget that are great
You're right.
that I was just like, the plot was like, you think
Yeah.
of Deadpool, and you don't think of, oh, I'm gonna do this job because I love this girl. Like, what?
Yeah.
It's just boring.
They Hollywooded it up.
And I
They
felt
have to have a love interest. They have to have
It's so lame.
they gotta have something for your girlfriend to watch or
It's
your
so
significant
fucking
other
lame.
to watch.
I passed out. I fell asleep when apparently is the only good part of the film, the end. Whenever they have that big fight, I literally passed out, woke up, and I was like, I guess we're here now.
Yeah.
At the end credits, I was like, okay.
Second
movie.
one was much better.
So much better.
But in this third one, I'm just predicting Colossus is probably going to be in it again. Wolverine is in it. I'm thinking they're going to probably introduce a lot of X-Men in
Well, and
this
people
one.
are saying that, like, people are complaining, like, it undermines Logan.
Yeah,
But doesn't Logan take place, like, way in the future?
way in the future. It's like
So,
Yeah.
sort of like,
yeah, and Deadpool has Cable's time traveling belt. So
oh, he does?
he can it's a number of things they can do with this. They can go back and make fun of the old X-Men movies. They can make fun of the old Logan. Like they
Just be
can,
meta as all
yeah.
hell.
They're just gonna be They're probably gonna be bouncing around everywhere. It's kind of gonna be like Doctor Strange, but like with way more X-Men cameos.
I don't know. I'm just so over like bringing these bitches back.
Yeah,
Like I'm so over it. Like let's just move on now. Maybe, perhaps, maybe.
and just
Nothing against Hugh Jackman. I'm just saying. Like I don't like Wolverine as a character.
he's an asshole.
So I'm not even. He's just annoying. He's just annoying. He annoys the hell out of me. Like we get it. You drink.
Wolverine
You
will
stab
fuck
things.
you up.
Oh well, duh. I'm not. That's my problem with Deadpool too. It's like, oh, everyone's scared of him. Yeah, because he can't fucking die.
Right.
He has nothing else to him. He's not even that great at his job. He just keeps going because he can't die.
It's like Superman. Like without his powers, Superman can't fight. Like literally fight.
There
You
was
see
a
what I'm
whole
saying?
thing about that where
Yeah,
Wonder
yeah.
Woman was having to teach him how to fight. 'cause
Exactly.
He lost
It's
his
just like
powers.
that. Like it's
He
not
just
that
punches things.
right. It's not that Deadpool's badass. He just can't die.
Annoying and can't die.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
Otherwise, he would have been dead long ago.
Right. I don't think people don't think like that. They don't. They
It's like Wolverine. Yeah, he would have been
Yeah.
dead a long time ago too. Not
Exactly.
some badass. He just can't fucking die.
Yeah, but I think you're right. A lot of
I
these
know.
superheroes just weak without powers, except for Batman.
Oh God, you're so fucking annoying.
But in other MCU news, it just got reported
I
that
prefer Tim Drake.
yeah, I would, yeah, Tim Drake,
Okay.
yeah,
Bisexual king.
he is bisexual.
Before they made him a fag. Before they made him woke.
In other MCU news, the Blade production got pushed back.
See, that stuff made me giggle just because it's like,
Yeah.
I believe it.
Um,
Like, I don't know what was his name? Snyder? Something Snyder.
Yeah,
Tom Snyder?
it was Tom Snyder. That's exactly what it was.
I was like, I don't know him, never heard of him, but I believe it.
Yeah,
Based on track record, I believe it.
so they're the saying that it's a lackluster
2 action scenes.
only 2 action scenes. It's a 90-page script,
Which apparently a page
is
worth like a minute.
a minute.
on
So
screen,
that's a hour and 30-minute movie.
which isn't bad.
It isn't bad before a Blade movie that kind of got a reputation, except for the third one. Blade Trinity was fucking
I was about to
trash.
say, how many Blade movies were there? 3?
There were 3. The first one were of great success. They were both really good. The third one
It's
didn't
usually
do.
how it goes.
Yeah, it really didn't do good. It just has a reputation, and for most of the actors in this to be like, this is lackluster. I don't want to fucking do this. I was just kind of like, man. But then 2 days later, Marvel come out and say, we're rewriting the whole script, which probably is gonna cost them like millions of dollars to do.
Oh, is that what they were saying? They were writing the
They're-
whole thing?
Yeah,
I thought they just got another guy to come on.
they're doing that too.
Oh.
And it was rumored that Sam Raimi wants to do it.
Fuck.
So
Whatever. I don't have like a big quarrel with that type of shit.
yeah.
I don't have a big opinion on that.
For those who don't know who Sam Raimi is, he was responsible for Spider-Man with
All
Tobey.
3 of them, right?
All 3 of them. But he was also responsible for
Multiverse of Madness.
the Multiverse of Madness, which kind of flopped in my opinion.
Okay, so here's my thing. What does the director do? What is their job?
Their job
'Cause
is
they get
to
so much credit.
well, because they orchestrate everything. They tell you, I want you walking in this door. I want you to turn this way. They tell you where your spots are. They say cut. They have say so.
It's their movie pretty
Yeah.
much. Like you have all this to work with, but as a director, you're like on scene. You could be like, okay, I don't want this to be told this way. I'm gonna shoot it a completely different way.
Right.
Like you have all the
So
power.
all that isn't already written by the writer?
The writer comes like up with like a general like idea,
Mm-hmm.
probably like a pretty elaborate, but
Uh-huh.
the writer ultimately doesn't have the final say.
Okay. Because I
Well,
always see directors get so much shit, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Because they have
but
final
if it's
cut.
a bad script,
Well, see, and that's the thing. Some directors can make a bad script really good. Like they can make a script work if you're a really good director. Like you can see a shit script and be like, "What the fuck?" And then he'll be like, "I got it. Let's tell this story backwards or do something to
like,
make
okay,
it
so we're gonna start at the end.
Yeah, something like that." Um, so I don't know about Sam Raimi. I mean, I don't think he is as good as he once was. He was known for Spider-Man, but he was a Spider-Man fan. Like if he's in Blade,
And even then, the third one is like,
yeah, but I
like
from
even you say you don't like the third one, right?
I'd still it's my least favorite one, but I will say the studio had their hands in it as well.
The third one.
Yeah, they didn't just have the same writers and everything, but
Damn.
and directors too, they have a lot of pressure from the studio. Like if the studio wants something
They're gonna
done
get it.
exactly. So if like Spider-Man 3 had 3 different villains in it. It was like Sandman, Venom, and like the new Goblin. And the
That was what's his face, Dave Franco, right?
yeah.
Okay.
No, not Dave. That was James Franco.
James.
Yeah. So the studio could be like, "Hey, we bought this toy
Bless
company."
you. Good.
They could be like, "Hey, we bought this toy company. We want these 3 villains in this movie so we can sell toys."
Okay.
So, and the director's like, they don't really fit in the script. Make it
Like,
work.
and did I ask if they fit the
Yeah.
script,
So
motherfucker?
directors they have a lot of pressure from the studios when they do. That's why sequels suck because the studio gets their hands involved. Like when when a project's first introduced, they're just like, "Yeah, this is your passion project. Yeah, go ahead, do it." And then it's a hit, and then they were just like, "Let's do it this way."
They're like, actually, capitalism.
Exactly.
Making like an actual movie is so difficult. Like it's a
Mhm.
lot of money involved.
Yeah. So,
So-
like, even rewriting a scene can cost like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Let's say, like, the scene was originally supposed to be in a room, but like they're just like, this ain't working. It needs to be like on location outside somewhere.
Well,
fuck.
that's
Now
MCU doesn't have to worry about that.
Huh?
The MCU doesn't have to worry
Well,
about that
I'm just
shit.
saying, they still have to. It still costs money to like move certain pieces around.
That's why I think it was with Game of Thrones, whenever they shot the first pilot,
Mhm.
they'd spent so much money on it, and D&D had no idea what the fuck they were doing,
Mm-hmm.
and it like flopped hella. Like, because they were just writing shit. They had no lighting. There was some girl who was supposed to play Daenerys, and she like came out and talked all about it. Emilia Clarke was the second choice, but the best. But yeah, so I can see that because
Yeah.
they shot on locale for a lot of stuff. For Game
Mhm.
of Thrones.
So, Sam Raimi, maybe he can come in, save the day. I just hope it's more than 2 action scenes. Like it's kind of
I
ridiculous.
mean, it's Blade.
Yeah. I
He-
mean,
his whole thing is killing vampires.
yeah. And
Underworld, this shit.
you didn't like Underworld?
No, that's what I'm saying. Underworld. I love it.
Oh, I was about to say, wow. I thought you would love
What do you
those
think I
movies.
am? Some kind of.
But yeah, yeah, that's all I got for this week. Where do you think they're going from here? They're
in the MCU.
Yeah. We got Wakanda Forever coming out in November.
Did you watch that? And they did say that Namor is officially
A mutant.
a mutant.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. So
Did you see the leak for Quantumania?
no.
Well, Michelle Pfeiffer's in it, so I am screaming and kicking and hollering
I
because the
love
bitch
her.
is still blonde. I don't give a fuck. Who are you?
She played great Catwoman.
I know. Give a fuck. I don't know about you, Miss Kitty, but I feel so much
But
younger.
it-
Shut the fuck up, you blonde bitch. Sit the fuck down.
Oh, you hate her.
I do.
You hate the script too. You
Yes, I hate everything about. I I don't like. Well, whenever they came out and they said Michelle Pfeiffer is gonna play Janet Van Dyne, I was like, okay, work. This bitch better just not show up blonde with long hair.
And what'd she do?
And then they came out with promo, and this bitch had long, raggedy, nappy ass hair,
Damn.
blonde. Like, just wear a damn wig.
I'm not just a huge Ant-Man fan no more.
I don't give a fuck about Ant-Man.
Yeah, did you? I, know you
I love Wasp.
Yeah,
I love Janet Van Dyne specifically.
I just was so turned off by the second one. I was just like, this is so fuck. This was just Marvel, just like if they didn't have their Disney Plus shows, that would have been the Disney Plus show. Like the second Ant-Man and the Wasp. With you remember they went in the quantum zone. They found her mom. Remember we were talking about? I was like, they had no real stakes in that movie. It was
they
like,
were really just like. I mean, what were the stakes?
Nothing. It was. I think it was him.
And then another villain who was just misunderstood.
Exactly. Marvel has the worst villains. I just hate Marvel's villains.
Well, because they have no villains.
They're villains. They want to get you to sympathize with them, and I'm just like. That's cool sometimes.
That works for some, but not every single fucking one.
And it's either they make him an anti-hero or they kill him.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's why I root for DC because they have great villains. And I'm just like, y'all just don't capitalize on anything.
That's why Thunderbolts is going to be such ass.
All of that is.
It's going to be a straight ass.
But, that's all phase.
I don't know.
The
phases don't even fucking matter anymore. I don't
whatever.
care about these movie rollouts, and I don't trust these fucking movie rollouts because guess what? Inhumans was on it. Fucking Armor Wars was supposed to have come out.
That said that was going to be it was supposed to be a
movie now.
Movie now, yeah. I'm just like
that shit was supposed to already have happened.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
But
great plan. Shut up. Oh, and that thing whenever they were talking about the Blade shit, and they were saying Kevin Feige might be spread too thin. I'm like, hell yeah.
What he's got a million
projects on fucking toes, and it's his damn fault too.
Yeah,
fuck that man. Kevin Feige, I know you're watching. Fuck you. I hate you.
Why don't you just come together?
Just quit.
Just
quit.
Just drop some projects. Just drop some of them.
No, that man just needs to quit.
Just drop
I want him out. I'm ready to marry Antoinette, that motherfucker.
Oh, Lord.
I hate him. Wow. You're so annoying. Like, who are you?
Well, this has been another episode of Movie House. Like, subscribe.
His address is
license plate number.
For anyone who feels the same.
Y'all hit the bell. Do everything you need to do.
Smash
support us.
That like button.
Support us. And we out.
What? Oh, just some movie.
You like movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your